Alright, today we're going to look at some more mods that I got to take care of. And, we've always asked the question, why does modding matter? Or what does modding do for me? So we're going to take a look at a few things today, and we are going to see exactly how those things affect your roster. Alright, you guys have seen a couple mod videos from me here over time, and mostly it's just me going over my roster and just slicing stuff or upgrading stuff. And it's usually a lot of the same thing. What are we doing? Why are we doing it? Type of stuff. I got a couple things I got to take a look at, and we're gonna go over some of that first. So what do I got here? Got a couple things I gotta get rid of. So let's see. No speed, tenacity. It's got tenacity, so we'll just sell this first. Yep. So we got a defense mod, offense primary, has defense, I have speed. Let's see what we get. 1, 2, 3. So far it hit on a lot of defense and a little bit of speed. So not a super fast mod, but it does average out to 4. And being that it is a defense set, the fact that it sliced defense for us is nice as well. That's going to come out real nice when we go to 6 stat. So we're going to keep this for now. And it disappears based on the filter. So we got a offense set. Starts out with a low roll offense, low roll speed, but it does have extra offense and percent protection. So let's see what we get out of it. Alright, so we got 1 plus 6 on speed, that's great. 1 roll on offense, and another roll on offense, another roll on protection. So, not bad. Shows promise. Just gonna go ahead and lock that and save it for another day to slice it. Didn't really hit anything super awesome, so I'm just gonna save the slicing mats for now. Yeah, speed set protection cross with offense and health. So this will be it's always nice to put protection on your characters when you first get them, just so that they can survive if you need to use them for feats and conquest or stuff like that. So stuff like this, always good to have. Can never have too much survivability, I guess. Okay, so that went a bunch of defense with nothing hit on speed. Offense and health also were hit. Most people, depending on where they're in their roster, a lot of the speed chasers say, "Oh, this didn't hit any speed for me. It's level 12, it's level 15, whatever. Get rid of it." That's fine advice if you want, but at the same time, the nice thing about that is calibration, slicing and calibration. So with this mod, I could calibrate out some of this defense, which, like I was saying, survivability is nice. It does have health, it does have a protection primary, so we've got a good bit there. The flat defense, although nice, it's going to be the one I'm probably going to calibrate out of. So with slicing and calibration, there's still a chance to get speed out of this. So I'm going to save that for later, and we'll see what comes of it. Basically what I'm saying is, just because it doesn't hit speed at level 12 doesn't mean it's not going to get speed. But I know if you are trying to build your roster to hit that, all of your secondaries to be plus 28 and plus 29, okay, chase what you want. I'm just telling you how I do it. So we got this one here. Like I said, we got the tenacity, but it's got defense and potency, which is kind of weird. The defense will be nice with the tenacity set. And let's see here. we're looking for speed. We didn't get anything, and as we know the rule, no speed, no thanks. Upgrade all these green ones. So crit damage, and 2 health. So we're looking for offense and speed on these. Speed on the square. Alright, so let's move them up to 6, see how we're looking. So we got our stats revealed. This one, it's a square, so it's already got offense. We got our speed with extra offense, that's great. We're gonna keep that. The crit damage one, being that is an offensive-minded mod, we want offense and speed to go with it. There's no way we're gonna get either both of those in one roll, so we're gonna get rid of that. Health set, it does not have a health secondary in here, but we also need speed. There's no way we're gonna get 2 stats in one roll. Let's get rid of that too. And here on the last one, the same thing. We're looking for health and speed. Did not get either of those revealed before. We're not gonna get both of them in the last one, so I'll get rid of that. Let's see what we get here. So, got our looking good on this one. Got some health. Flat stats overall. I mean, with flat health, flat defense, you know, it's fine. But being it is an offensive mod, it is nice that we have the speed and the flat offense to go with it. So I got some more offense on it, and we're probably going to save this for another video when I slice a bunch of stuff. But so far so good. Now all these silver or gray mods, whatever color they are to you, they're all crit damage. So we're looking for, let's see, triangle, we want offense and speed. And same thing here on the arrow, offense and speed, health, offense and speed. Crit damage, we want offense and speed for sure to go with it. This is one you always hope for, but it doesn't always hit. So let's see, crit chance. I don't always go with a lot of crit chance primaries, but if they hit for good speed and or offense, then we're gonna hold on to them. So let's get 2 stats, see how we're looking. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Flat offense. Offense, good. Speed, flat offense. Not looking good there. Alright, so not looking good there either. And so we got offense there. So we just need speed on this one. Some more offense would be great. And some offense on this one would be great. So we're going to select them all. Upgrade once. Reveal that 3rd stat. So here we go. The diamond needs offense and speed. Not going to get it. Need offense and speed. There, not going to get it. We still need speed. We could get a monster roll of flat offense at some point, so it's still worth holding on to. But so far, not feeling good, not looking good. Low roll of speed. We're gonna hold on to that. Crit avoidance. We got a flat offense, and so we're going to hope for an actual offense. And this one here, offense with crit chance. Still hoping for speed on that. We're gonna hold on to it. No offense, no speed, no thanks. Offense and speed, great. Offense, we just need speed, and we got our speed, we need our offense. So we're gonna sell the ones that aren't looking good. Alright, so I had a bit of a pause there, so kind of lost track of what I was talking about. Had to come back to this. Anyways, so it looks like we're still chasing some stats on here. We need speed, and we're looking for speed on that one. We got our speed and offense here, which is great. And again, we're looking for more offense here. Preferably percent offense would really be nice. Let's see, looking for speed here just to see if it's even worth looking at. Not thrilled with the flat offense unless it goes real hard. So that one's looking good. Just need speed. Got our speed. Just need our offense. So let's Let's take these one at a time and see what we get. No speed? No thanks. Speed and offense. So we got more offense, so that's good. The white ones, or the gray, silver ones, are the only ones I take up. I slice right away just to see what we're working with, and because I have more slicing material for them, so we're just going to keep going with this. Hopefully we get something. More offense, flat offense, okay? And we'll just hit the blue. Alright, so a crappy roll of health. And just like we were saying before, the roll of speed on here is not great, but it's a blue mod. We got time to get more speed out of it. It's either gonna, we're gonna get something out of it. The calibration's gonna help, and I need more crit damage sets anyways, so I'm gonna hold on to this even though it's got a really crappy roll of speed. Okay. Defense. It's not really what I was looking for. Turns us into a really weird mod. So the only way this would really work, it does have crit chance, which for a crit damage set, crit chance is your friend. Needs monster speed and monster offense. Pretty much only. That's helpful. And so is that. And we got the material for it, so let's see. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so comes out to an average speed of 8 or 4. We got some offense, we got some crit chance. So, but because it's an arrow and it's crit damage, I'm going to hold on to it for later. And hoping for speed here. Didn't get any speed, so we're all set. We got our offense, we got some speed. Potency, depends on the character. Sometimes it's nice to have potency for basics and stuff like that. Good roll of speed, we will definitely take that. Tenacity, and more speed. So, and some offense. A really crappy roll of offense, but we'll take it. And hoping for a little bit of speed here. Didn't get it, so we need the room anyways. 476 out of 500. I have to sell some stuff for things later. Hoping for offense. Didn't get it. It's a speed arrow. Speed arrows aren't that... they're not that special. So, like I said, but we don't have the offense anyways, so we're going to sell that. Okay, so... we've talked about what does, we've talked about the modding and the, trying to match up all of your secondaries and really trying to get good rolls of speed and really trying to make sure all of your mods work while not loading your roster with too much crap. What does that do for you? You see a lot of people, they chase speed all the time. They don't care about the other stats. They only care about the speed. Their roster is their own, so I can't speak to them. But there are some tools out there to help you gauge what exactly is happening with your roster, in a way. A lot of guilds nowadays, when they're recruiting, they're trying to figure out people, what does this person's roster look like? In addition to having the stats or the characters that they want to see, is this person JKCK ready? Are they farming Riva? Or do they have Riva? Stuff like that. How many GLs do you have? What people also look at is your mod score. The mod score is dictated by a lot of things, but it basically comes down to how many speed mods you have on your roster. And when I say your roster, I mean like your total GP. So there's a couple different tools out on Discord. that will do this. Most guilds that are recruiting will take a look at these mod score tools at some point, once they're trying to filter out, people at the bottom of the list. If they're trying to make cuts, or if they're trying to bring other people in, if they're trying to determine, who's better, this person or that person. This person's really active in the raid, this person has all the GLs and does great in platoons, but both of them, they're on the chopping block because they have poor participation, in whatever mode. What else can we use to evaluate them? Mod score is one of those things. It's pulled up by a bot in Discord. The one that most people use is OmegaBot, and what it does is it pulls the score for a couple different things. And I'm going to pull up an example that I've got saved here. So let me see if I can find those. Let's see here. So what we're going to do is, actually, we'll just go over it first. So there's a screenshot of it. And basically it says, the purpose of mod score 3.1, the Omega score is most easily understood via the following graph. So, hopefully you can see this graph, but there's two lines on here. There's a green line right here, and there's a yellow line right here. And basically what this bot is looking at, it's looking at the amount of mods that you have that are greater than or equal to 15. And this is excluding speed arrows. So obviously, even before you upgrade it to level 15, a speed arrow is going to be a 25. That's a primary though, so that's not what the bot is taking into account. It's looking at all of your secondary speeds greater than or 15. And it gives you a score based on that. So it's a little hard to see these here. I'll see if I can zoom in a little bit. Make that a little bit better to see. It doesn't really help a whole lot. But so right here it's showing that the person with the green line has a better score, at least in the beginning, than the person with the yellow line, because they have a lot more, about 20 more 15 speed mods. So that's about the only spot though that this person has better mods. As you can see, as the graph goes on, the person with the yellow line, they have much faster mods throughout the entirety of their roster. So they've got, let's see, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. They have them beat in every single one, all the way up to 29. Neither one of them have a speed of 29. Looks like they both have, looks like green has 1, yellow has 2 of 28 speed. So what this does is, as you can see, mod Q only cares about number of mods greater than or equal to 15, and they all count the same. The following two players both have really great mods, but the yellow line is much stronger at every speed point except for exactly 15 speed mods, which we talked about right here. The green line is much better here. Mod Q rates the green line 1.59 points, 25% better than yellow line, even through yellow line has obviously better mods. Omega score correctly gives yellow a higher score. So I think if we look, the mod Q, of course I can't see which line it is. Mod Q 5.96, Mod Q 7.35. And you also see a hot util score in here of 5.66, it looks like, and 6.64. Let's see if we can find the mod Q. Where is the Omega score down here? Mod Q top 10, but not actually seeing the Omega line or Omega score on here. Well, actually mod score 3.1, so is the Omega score. So the mod Q rating, so I'm guessing the 7.55 would be the yellow one. All these numbers are, probably too much for the average person to understand, but this looks a little bit different when you look at your overall mods in general. We're going to go ahead and pull up mine. I pulled my mod score up earlier. So here's mine. Mine, they're not the greatest. They are not the worst. Let's see, make this bigger for everybody. So, what this basically says is at some point in the game, and I will tell you, when I first started the game, I started off horribly with mods. I had no advice, I had nobody to tell me what to do. There are some sites out there, but I didn't understand them, and I didn't know what I was looking for. So basically, through painful trial and error, and also ripping the band-aid off, I sold a lot of bad mods. And you can see how my mods by speed, minus the speed arrows, are broken down here. So it's showing how many mods of each speed I have at 6 dot and at 5 dot. So I still have 11 mods with no speed. I'm guessing that they're on pilots. And I just haven't found a reason to get rid of them yet, but at some point, believe me, I will. And as you can see, the amount of mods and the speeds increases. I've been hitting a lot more of the plus 20 rolls lately, just through slicing and just being more stringent in what I'm looking for. So obviously I still have some mods down here that I haven't bothered to slice or work with in a while, but I'm getting to those, and this influences my scores. So my Omega score we've got at 5.1, my mod Q is at 4.7, and let's see, my hot utils is at 4.25. And I think through looking at a bot, my average guild mod Q score was 3, right around 3. So I'm above average in that. And but it takes time to do this. Now compare this to a person we are looking at bringing into our guild recently, and they had a great roster, great GLs, the ships, good in a lot of things. But now that we're getting choosy about who we're bringing in, we started looking at their mods. So we brought up, let's see, and pulling up their mods, this is what we were able to see. So I blanked out their name and their GP. Hopefully I got everything. But this is showing me a much different story about this person's roster than what I was seeing by just, oh, they're ready for Reva, oh, they're working on JKCK, they've got all the ship GLs, stuff like that. This tells me a much different story. The first thing I saw right here is that this person has at least 150 mods with no speed. And the bot doesn't tell you. I'm fairly sure that this is not taking into account mods that haven't been worked on. I think these are all mods that have just been added to the roster. And after talking with this person, they kind of did confirm this. They're like, yeah, I just took whatever the game, suggested, and I'm still working on that, which is a totally valid excuse. They're growing their roster. They're, moving along very quickly. But the one thing that you cannot move along quickly or quickly enough is your mods. So they've got a ton of mods, basically, that just need to be sold because they're garbage. And then, a bunch of low-speed mods, 134, 5-speed mods, 60 total 10-speed mods, and we have 8 mods at 25. So these show me that he does know what he's looking for, but this does take a while to do. It takes a very long time to cultivate. The scores are below the average of what my guild had, and it was a mod Q score. I think our mod Q score was right around 3. Um, and I told him, I was like, I would love to bring you on. You have a lot of things that you're doing right, and we would love to have you, but this needs to be worked on because the problem is, why is this an issue? This is an issue because some missions need to be remodded for. The JKCK Seer mission in Territory Battles is a great example of why you need good mods. Not only do you need speed on your mods, granted, Seer and JKCK don't need to be super fast for that mission. I've talked about that in a different mission. But you can't have no speed. No speed is just a great disservice to you. You have to have a well-rounded, cultivated set of mods to be able to get through that mission. And while speed is only part of it, this shows me that they've got a lot to work on in terms of their modding overall. So, this is just a part of why is it important to understand what the mods are doing for your roster. What can you do for it? What can you do, looking out for mods, and how it plays in your roster, depending on where you are in the game. If you're a newer account, obviously you can't have that scorched earth mentality that I have, where I'm very much like, oh, that wasn't a perfect mod because it didn't have percent offense and it only gave me flat offense. I'm going to get rid of this. If you're newer to the game, as long as it has speed, level it up, and then we can work from there. But as you get deeper into the game, you'll want to have built that roster with the right mods, with the right stats supporting the characters that you're trying to build. And the sooner you can do that, the less pain you'll encounter down the road as you go through this game. So, it's like I said, it's a lot of nerdy math stuff, things that we don't talk about or things that aren't explained. But I'm kind of hoping that this video was able to give you just a little bit of a insight as to what practicing all these things can do for your roster. So, yeah, in the future, I'll be doing some more slicing. We'll address these, things as they come up. Hopefully this helps people. I know that there's people out there that are newer to the game and just trying to look for a little bit of direction. And I know that there's people that have been playing in the game for a long time and haven't put a lot of thought or effort towards modding. And hopefully this kind of shows why exactly we should be taking the time to do things right. So, because you never know how it's going to play out for you. And hopefully this helps someone. And if it does, let me know in the comments. And I will see you guys next time.